Hi, you are welcome to JAM Solution. And today, we want to be looking at introduction to biology. And I want you to put your mind together and listen very good. Make sure you have your jotter and jot, and you can follow us, and you can share the video to your friend too, that it can be part of a successful journey in JAMB and why. And today we are looking at very important introduction to chemistry. And the question that we need to ask ourselves is that what is biology? Before we have asked that question, is where biology came from. Biology came from the Greek word. Greek word. Now, bio means life, and logos means study. Now, bio means what? Now, if you want to now define biology, you can say biology is the study of life. Now, biology is the study of life. In biology, you can see the study and life combined together form biology. The question that you need to ask yourself is that, what do we mean by life? We can call life three things at once. We can call it, in this part, two. We can call it organism, or we can call it plant and animal. What are the things that has life? Plant and animal. And organism is still the same thing as what has life. We can call organism as what? As plant and animal. In biology, we use the word organism always. Organism means something that has life. It can even represent plant and animal. If I said biology is the study of organism, you're supposed to know that organism is the thing that has life. I'm even speaking that biology is study of plant and animal. Now, that's about biology. Now, who are those people study plants? And who are those people that study what? Animal. Now, the person that study the, the plant is called botany. And the person that study animal is called zoology. If you want to know the person that study plants, the name of the person is called zoology. The person that study animal in university, if you are study, if they call it botany, it means that you are studying plant. If they call you zoology, you are studying animal. These are the things that you need to know one after the other. Now let us go to the very important one. Relevance of biology. Relevance of biology. What is the relevance of biology? The importance of biology. Now, when we talk about importance of biology, if you don't have the knowledge of, number one, medicine, if you want to study medicine, if you don't have the knowledge of biology, you cannot do this particular course of medicine in university that you are preparing for. If you study, if you don't have the knowledge of biology, you cannot be able to cope in that medicine. Now, another one is agriculture. What do you mean by that? Agriculture You're supposed to know that agriculture must know about plants and must know about animal. Are you getting me now? Next one is bioremediation. Now, is used to natural occur bacteria, cleaning up the spoil and toxic chemical. These are the one here. The next one is biotechnology, used for genetic engineering to fight genetic diseases. This one, they are using to fight genetic diseases. Another one, food production. Food production. In food production, there are some things that we can use to prevent, protect food. Production is single cell protein, SCP, and reduce the protein deficiency problem, food storage, and passivations. Now, what are we talking about here is that people, the importance of biology here is that biology focus on this particular thing, medicine. Think about the drug you are using. Think about the thing that they use to make those drugs. Even pharmacists, they know about this. Agriculture, bioremediation, biotechnology, and food production. They are the important. And all these people, they are important in the world. And they are the one, they are what? Came from the what? Biology. Now, the question that we need to ask ourselves is that what is the process or method of science? There is a way science do their own things before they carry an experiment. If you want to plant a particular thing, or you plant a or you see something that is causing problem in a society, whether from the what animal, from the animal, or from the plant or animal. Or how can we do it? Or how can you understand a particular animal? Or how can you identify a particular plant or animal? What is the way that biology normally carry their own experiment, and how the way the science carry out their experiment? Number one, I just want to look at a uh, particular banana. I'm talking about banana now. Whether you see banana, they bring two roots or two fruits. You want to know the reason why those things happen. Number one, you observe. That's number one is observation. We have number one is observation. Observation. Number two is when you observe is you look at it. Okay, this, you use it to compare other things. That's observation. Next one is classification. Now, what is classification? You look at it. Where this banana belong to? Did it belong to the like other plants? Which are the plants that this particular banana belong to? You look at the leaf. Are they resembled with this leaf, another leaf? Are they resembled with grass? You just look at it one after the other. Now, that's classification. You classify it where it belongs to. Now, inference. What is the difference between this and this? What is the difference between this and this? What you just look at it one after the other that you can able to identify it perfectly. Next one is measurement. You look at the measurement. Measurement. You look at how the way the banana grow. Did the banana tall like a like a Iroko tree or mahogany? No, it's always tall. You look at the what? You look at the measurement. After that, hypothesis. Hypoten- hypothesis. Hypothesis is what you think in your head that this particular banana belong to. You carry out the experiment by yourself. This particular banana, I think in my head, I think that it belong to this group. We don't now. That's hypothesis. You think? What you think is what you now do the experiment. That's why we go to the experiment. The next one is what? You go to experiment. Experiment is about research. You research about it. You are testing your hypothesis, what you think. Now, sometimes your hypothesis can be wrong when you do the experiment. Now, after that, control or conclusion. Control or conclusion. Your control or conclusion can give you the result, whether your what? Your thesis is what? Is correct. Now, your thesis can be a positive or your thesis can be a negative. The next one, theory. Theory. Theory means that if you are right in your what? In your hypothesis, you turn it to theory. Other people will test it if you are correct. You have already get that your thesis, the question that you think in your head, the answer you think is your head is right. Other people that or a zoology or botany, they can test it if you are right. And after that, you now turn it to law. That's how the way they carry. Law means that, okay, you have did your experiment. Other people have tested it. And you have know that, okay, the banana is the one that belong to this. And every people, they will now know that the banana, they normally belong to this particular thing. That's how the way they carry the science carry their own experiment. Now, let us move to the next one. Is the experiment should report. How can we report experiment when we carry out experiment? How can we report an experiment? Whether you are planting a particular, I'm just giving you an example, like you are planting a particular thing. Whether you are planting a corn, and this corn, you plant it here, it's your corn. Try to plant it. This is plant A and plant what? B. You need to report. In biology, we report the time you plant it. Before you carry out any experiment in biology, you must have aim. What is the purpose of planting this corn? You want to know that if I cover the corn, what will happen? And if I open it, assuming that we open this, we put this one in a bucket and we cover it, what will happen? Without covering it, whether we have already covered it before, now when we open it, what will happen? Our goal is we want to look at when we plant the corn, is that it will bend or it will not bend. You must have the purpose, the reason why you are doing something. Our reason, the purpose of doing this, we want to check whether this corn, when it grow, it will bend or it will not bend. That's our goal. That's the first thing that we need to know. Number one, experiment. The purpose of experiment. And for that, the experiment is we want to check whether this one, when it's exposed to the sun, whether it will what? It will bend to the sun. We plant it. We write. Another one is apparatus. What are the apparatus that we need to carry this experiment? We use bowl and with cover and two bowl. We plant one here and we plant another one here. We cover this one, and that's apparatus we need. There are some apparatus we use in what? In biology, which I will display in. If you go and watch my previous video, you can see it. Apparatus used in biology. Now, next one is observation. As it is growing, we need to observe, check it one after the other. After we check it one after the other, as it's growing, you need to write it down. Whether you use 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 1 month, how the way it is grow. Our aim is that, and we have never even opened this one. Immediately, when we now look at it, as it's growing, we now open the place. When we now open it, we observe what happened. We now discover that when we open it, the corn has bent to the what? Exposure to the what? To the what? To the sun. Is bent to the way of the sun. Now, our conclusion means that without the exposure to the sun, this one cannot survive a bend. Now, that's our aim, and we are carrying our experiment. We can use this one. The same thing with this. Number one, you observe, look at it. Before you do anything, classify where the corn belong to, inference, what is the difference between that, measurement, you measure it before you do anything, before you plant. Hypothesis. Hypothesis is, okay, what you think in your head. You believe that if I open this one, I think that this one will bend to this, and you carry the experiment. That's you carry the experiment, control. Now you are trying to look at it. When you oppose it, even this one you can control it. How the way you can control plant by plant it will bend to that place. After that, if you are right, we turn it to theory. When you are right, other people will do it. If they did the same thing, it will not be the law. Everybody will know that anytime you plant a corn or you plant anything, you expose it to the what? Expose it to the air, it will bend it to the what? Where the sunlight is. Are you hearing me now? That's about that. Let us move to the next one. Micro parts and functions. Microscope. In our next video, we'll be looking at microscope. And God bless you.